Hello Enid, and welcome to another city update. Scott Morris and I are going to tell you about what's going on within the city. And so, how was your weekend?
My weekend was fantastic. We had good weather, got a lot of things accomplished. We were closed, our city offices were closed yesterday for Martin Luther King Day, but we did cancel the march that we had, the commemorative march on Saturday, but we did have the celebration on Saturday, the MLK celebration event. And so I was there at that, and it was a fantastic event that we had. And then just followed that up with a great weekend and a good day off yesterday. And we are back today.
Well, I'm glad.
How was your weekend?
My weekend was not eventful at all. I had a lot of things on my to-do list that I just could not. I just wanted to be outside. So I grabbed my camera and I went and snapped some people at the skate park, which was really cool because they just came to life. They see a camera and they're like, oh, that's totally rad. But anyway.
Well, that sounds productive in my book.
I mean, then I'll take that.
Yeah.
I'll take that. So a couple of things that the city has going on. We have the live Christmas tree program with the landfill. And if you are just joining us, then I will tell you a little bit about that. So during this season, the landfill, the city of Enid has a program for live cut Christmas trees because we know that some of you prefer live cut over artificial. And so the city will come and pick up your live trees. You have to call and schedule that. Right now it's a free service, but normally for them to come and pick up anything from your home would normally be $20. There are some rules that go along with that. Nothing can be around the tree at all. They're only interested in that for the simple purpose of being able to mulch that tree to provide that mulch back to you. And so you can dump your tree, or you can drop your tree off at the landfill as well. You can call their office to make sure that somebody will be there. Their number is 616-7300. You can also see this information on our website at enid.org. This is continuing on through the end of this month, so you have like a week and a half left.
I'm thinking that, it's January the 18th. I don't know about everyone else, but the day after Christmas, I had our Christmas tree put down in the box and in the attic.
Oh.
So maybe I'm one of those ones that gets maybe that's too early, because I know a lot of people want to wait till at least New Year's. But it's January the 18th, so hopefully most people have figured out what to do with their Christmas tree by now.
Well, I just put mine up. Well, it was cold. There's kind of a trick. You have to go from the garage to the house, and when it's freezing like that, you don't want to go outside. You just stay inside and eat soup. So, yeah. So don't forget about that. If you want more information on that, then feel free to visit the website. And so the library always has some exciting things going on. And so we have the privilege of being able to tell you about that. Now, they have a lot more going on than what we might mention. And so if you want to get plugged into the library, then feel free to do that. Their website is enid.okpls.org. But we're going to highlight some of the things that they're doing. So right now they have an adult winter reading challenge. Now this is age restricted for 18 and older. And so you can listen or you can read any book. I believe it's for 5 books, you'll earn a coffee cup. And then for over that, then you will be entered into a drawing for an Amazon Fire tablet, I believe. Yeah. And so that's exciting. That will be, you have from now until February 28th to be able to participate in that. You do need to have an active library card. If you do not have that, the library would be more than happy to assist you with getting you set up with that. And so feel free to visit their website or go directly into the library and speak with one of the attendants and they'll help you. And so they also have it's called Sale. And so it's predominantly it's aimed towards the older community, and so that way they can stay active and flexible and things of that nature. And so if you're interested in that, that will be on Mondays and Wednesdays at 11:30 a.m. and that will be through the 16th of February. And so if that sounds like something you want to get plugged into, then go in.
Got to keep moving.
Got to keep moving. So we have the city clerk's office is closed. Do you want to tell us about that?
Yeah, we have an unfortunate thing going on here with the city. We have a number of people who are under the weather that work in our city clerk's department, and we are so short-staffed we cannot keep that department open for the next couple of days. And so if you need to have anything done with city clerk's office, if it can be put off until Thursday this week, that would be the best way. But there are still several ways that you can make your payment if you need to make a water bill payment. There's 4 different ways that you can make your payment. You can always go online and make your payment online. You can always drive through. We have a drop box that you can stop by, and I would highly recommend that you have a sealed envelope with a check or money order only. Some people put cash in there, but that's not the best way to do it. And your account number, hopefully your statement slip, that's the best way to do it, to put it in our drop box. We can take your payment that way. We also have a phone number that's kind of a third-party group that takes payments. And do you have that phone number handy right there?
I do. It's 844-973-1668. I'll read that again. It's 844-973-1668. You will need your 12-digit account number to be able to utilize this option. So
very good. Did I hit all of the payment off?
You said there, so you can mail it in. You can do the drop box in front of the admin building. You can do the phone payments, and you can do online. And the online website is utilitybilling.enid.org.
Very good. Very good. So yes, we hope to be back open on Thursday, and we are apologizing for the inconvenience. But hey, this last few weeks, I'm sure all across Enid and all across Oklahoma, I know there's been a lot of people feeling under the weather, and so that's just one of the things that happens when we work together and when there's a pandemic going on. So thanks for being patient with us.
For sure, we appreciate that. So we have a few road closings and water outages and things of that nature. And so we have Roseanne Street, which should be wrapping up fairly soon. And so that was to replace some sections of roadway. And then we also have the sewer line installation on Mosier Drive, and that began January 12th, but it should be wrapping up as well. And then we also have the water main installation on Willow Road. Now, I believe this is supposed to take a month, so just please be patient, be very aware and cautious while you're driving and things of that nature. And then we also have ODOT will be shutting down a portion of West Van Buren, and that's going to be from West Oak Avenue to West Main Street. And this is supposed to be in place for about 3 weeks, and this is to damage some concrete panels. And so we just ask that you would be very aware there too. And then over on Comanche Trail, there is a water outage, and that is expected to be restored today. So if that is what's going on, and if you're affected by this, then this is what's going on in your area. Then we have the commission meeting.
Very good. Yes, we do have a commission meeting, and because yesterday was a holiday for us, instead of having the meeting tonight, usually when we have a holiday we move those meetings to Thursdays, and so that's why the meeting is this Thursday, the 20th, and we have a study session at 5. There are 6 really good topics that we're going to be discussing during the study session. First, we're going to get an update from the Advanced Development Authority, and these are very informative updates. We usually get these quarterly, and Mike Cooper will be here and do that presentation. Then we're going to get an update And you might want to tune in for this, I know, because a lot of people are excited about it. I know I'm probably one of them. We're going to get another update from Blue Peak Fiber to the Home. And so that company is, you've seen them going up and down Randolph. They've been around other places, and they're burying fiber optic, and we'll have fiber to the home to a lot of areas soon, but to the whole city within the next couple years. And so we'll get an update on that, kind of see where they are, what their status is, maybe where they're going to be going next. And so I know I get asked from citizens from time to time, what's going on with Blue Peak Fiber? So we'll get an update from them, and then David Hunter, our Public Utilities Director, is going to give us an update on a solid waste and landfill kind of planning thing that's going on, and they'll make a plan for us and get us on a schedule, not only for what should be the next cells developed at the landfill, but also what type of equipment do we need, what type of replacement schedule should we be on. Most people don't realize just how expensive all of that equipment is and all of those things are that we have at the landfill. So we have to stay on top of it and make sure we're doing that to the best of our abilities and as safely as possible. So we'll have an update there on a master planning. Then we'll hear an update on the Cleveland Street widening in West Willow. And so I know a lot of people are interested in that. We widened it, next to the Walmart all the way to the railroad tracks, and next after that comes from the railroad tracks to Willow. And people want to know more and more about that all the time. And so we'll get to hear an update on that. And then we'll get to an update on some reallocation of some funding. So we are going to do the Leona Mitchell waterline project that we've been talking about. But recently the mayor and commissioners have approved us to get a loan that will take care of that, and they will actually forgive up to $1 million of that loan. And so we're going to use that loan to cover this project. Now we're reallocating the money we were going to spend on the Leona Mitchell to other projects. So that's great news. That's more projects, more progress. And so that's what that line item's about. We'll get an update on that. And then finally, we'll get an update on the Grand and Garriott intersection. And so if you drive by now, there are some new signals at the intersection. They are not functioning at the moment. They still need to get that fired up and pull the old ones down. And then they're going to update us on the rest of the plans for that intersection because, the radius around those corners has been torn up for a while. And so we'll get to hear an update on how we do with in a schedule on replacing the concrete radius and the rest of the intersection updates. So that's the study session, and then we'll go into the main meeting after that at 6:30. And there aren't too many big items on that one. There are a few administration items. There's one for CDBG funding. There's another one for that $1.5 million to be reallocated. And there's a lot of study session items. There's another one to repeal that taxi cab ordinance that's been talked about several times. So those are the main parts of the admin part of the agenda. The rest is mostly consent items and some claims to be approved, so some dollar amounts. So that is it for those meetings. But before the Thursday meeting, there is a hearing going on tomorrow night at 5 o'clock. At council chambers. It's open to the public. It's an open meeting, and the purpose of this is to determine to give the public a chance to come and talk about at a hearing. If you want to sign up and talk about what you might want, we have our regular CDBG funding that we get from the federal government, and their fiscal year starts in September. And so at the beginning of 2021. We talked about what we wanted to spend the 2021 federal funding on, which we just got funded just last September. And it's already the process now, even though we're just now signing agreements and just now people are being able to spend their money that we talked about last year. It's already the start to begin discussing what do we want to do with the next round of federal money. And so if you have any ideas what that CDBG money should be spent on, come tomorrow night at 5 o'clock, council chambers, and we'll discuss. You can have a chance to discuss what you want that money to be spent on. There's also another federal round of CARES Act money that we'll have a hearing for that as well. And there are parameters that both of those things the money has to be spent in certain things. So if you're interested in any one of those, there's a hearing tomorrow at 5 o'clock. So those are the public meetings that are coming up, and we always welcome people to come and sign up, and we love to hear input from anyone.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
If you want to get plugged in, that's the place to do it.
Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
And if you want to stay connected, then plug into our websites as well, and that'll give you a lot of information too. And then we always talk. Oh, the MapC. That's going to be next week. So.
That's right. You know, this is for some of you that may not be familiar with what this group does. You know, if you're doing any type of development and you need a lot split or a rezoning, there's several different things that this group can help you accomplish. But these are the people who are here to help development happen in Enid. And it starts downstairs in our city admin building. We have a wonderful planner, Chris Bauer, and he is very friendly. So come and talk to Chris about what you're wanting to do in this community, and he will help you get there. And oftentimes it involves putting your project before this committee so that they can help you get your project accomplished.
So they help you.
That's right.
Nice. So we also have CClickFix. Now, I know we talk about this every week. It's because we are highly passionate about CClickFix. CClickFix, we love it when you use it, and that lets us know what you're seeing and things like that. And so if you need help or more understanding as what CClickFix might be, then I am here for you. And so that is basically where if you see something in the community that needs to be fixed, such as a pothole, a down street sign, traffic light signals are out of whack and they need fixed, then and there's 55 different topics that you can report on. You can see those on our website, as well as download the CClickFix app, and that will also allow you to see what you can report on and things of that nature.
The most commonly used item on CClickFix is actually a schedule bus rides.
Really?
So you can schedule all of your EPTA
yes.
Rides on CClickFix. I was looking at one of the reports that they showed, and for an entire week there was only one report for a pothole. And that is surprising me because I happen to know there may be more than one pothole in Enid. Mm-hmm. And so if you want to be part of the solution and not part of the problem,
right.
If you see something that needs to be fixed, report it and we'll get on it.
Yes, that's a good way of saying that. Yeah. I like that. And so these are a few of the topics that you can report on. Like I said, there's about 55 of them. You can report water outages. As Scott said, you can report the transit to come and get you and things of that nature. And so if you need help with that, feel free to give us a call, and anybody will walk you through how to take advantage of that. And then if you want to stay connected with what the city is doing for you and what the city is doing in general, then stay connected with us on our social media platforms, as well as our YouTube, Roku, and Fire TV. And then other than that, I think that we have covered everything.
That sounds right. Hey, have a wonderful rest of your week, Enid, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.